Welcome to the CW Source. I'm Mia, and we're here with Ryan Eggold from 90210. I've been watching the show and staying up late, actually.
Nice.
Here in Chicago since the Cubbies have...
Oh, that's right. It was delayed here. I just heard about this, and now it's going to be on at 7.
Yes, which I'm excited about. My sleep pattern is very excited about it as well.
Back to normal.
So, did you watch 90210 back in the day? And
you know, I think I was a bit young for it. I watched a lot of Saved by the Bell.
Oh,
that was
yes, me too.
That was my thing. I was 6 when the show started, so I remember coming home from school and seeing it, but I remember just having no idea what they were talking about. Like, they'd be talking about sex or drugs or partying or something, I'd be like, what?
What is this? I'm only 6.
What is this?
I need Zach Morris.
Yeah, like the relationships were just too mature for me to get into because I was too young. So I wasn't an avid fan. And then, you know, also, I kind of wanted to keep some distance from the original show, just as an actor to kind of try and do something fresh. I didn't want to accidentally throw some Priestley moves in there or something, or some
that makes sense.
or some Perry Winks or something, you know.
But, well, you did know going into it, though, about Jenny Garth, and your character, also Ryan, has started a little relationship with her. And just last week, you were kissing her in the car. Did at any point you stop and think, God, I'm kissing Kelly Taylor?
Repeatedly.
That's all that went through your mind?
Kissing Kelly Taylor. Kissing Kelly Taylor. I was totally nervous. We were both really nervous. I was very nervous because I was kissing Jenny Garth. I was kissing Kelly Taylor. All my guy friends were tremendously jealous of me.
I'm sure.
Some of them, like, finally validated my choice to be an actor and were like, dude, you're not gay. And I was like, yay! And then some of them were just extremely pissed off because they were so jealous that I got to make out with Kelly Taylor, and they didn't, and it was like their childhood fantasy and all that. So I was terribly nervous, and then she was terribly nervous because she's married, and she hasn't kissed anybody but her husband in a long time, and so she was freaked out too, especially like a younger guy and all that stuff. So we were both tremendously nervous.
Well, it came across well.
Yeah, I just saw it. It looked pretty cool. It's kind of steamy.
Yeah.
Sort of. That's as steamy as I get. Yeah.
Well, I'm sure that knowing how 90210 works, you'll have other chances to steam up cars or
I hope
classrooms,
so. Cars,
maybe?
Classrooms, cubicles, bathrooms, anything I can steam up, I'm going to steam it up.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, we like that. So we know that coming up, Kelly's going to be getting a phone call from someone from her past. How do you think this is going to affect your relationship with, your character's relationship with Kelly's character?
Quite a bit. Quite a bit. In fact, in tomorrow night's, who knows when it's going to be on, but we're going to find out more about that very soon on the show, about who this person is from her past.
I mean, it's got to be the baby daddy, right?
Yes, absolutely. And obviously, it plays a very important role in Kelly Taylor's life, in her character's life. And so, yes, it throws things into a state of chaos.
Okay, so...
Yeah, so there's a lot of questions to answer suddenly, and there's friction, and there's all sorts of new conflicts for Kelly and my character to deal with.
Well, it should be interesting, that's for sure.
I darn well hope it's interesting.
So, you play the teacher, and there's a great cast of kids, and they're all right.
They're okay.
But I'm assuming that there's going to be a lot of opportunities for your character to, you know, maybe grow a special bond with one or two of the characters.
That's the best way I've ever heard that phrased. Grow a special bond.
Well,
like
it doesn't have to be sexual, but if you're hinting that it is,
you're absolutely right. The thing is that everyone expects the teacher-student sexual thing to happen, and we do want to, and we are going to develop an inappropriate relationship with me and a student, but it's not going to be just student and teacher sleeping together, because it's boring and we've seen it before, you know? But it is going to be inappropriate for a teacher-student relationship, and it is going to be crossing lines, and it is going to be, you know, somewhat controversial and things like that, and so, but it's not boring. It's not the typical just, oh, you're cute, and then they're in bed.
Right.
It's, you know, because we've seen that before.
Right. We need some drama to
we need
keep
something new
going. Yeah.
I actually unzip my face and I'm an alien. And so,
well, that's something that
It's a
90210 has never seen before. It's kind of like a Supernatural meets
we're trying to get some
90210.
Smallville in there, just kind of mix things up a little bit.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm sure that our fans would love
Yeah.
some of that.
Right? Yeah.
Has playing the part of a teacher been challenging for you, especially maybe since the kids, that you're teaching are pretty close in age to
Right.
to you and
Right.
your character?
Right. It is. It's interesting playing the teacher. It's interesting when you're the same age as some of these people when you're playing older and some people playing younger and things like that. But honestly, it's been fairly. It feels natural for me, the teacher role for some reason, or roles like that, or like a politician, or some of those kind of vibes where you kind of are in some degree of authority or something.
I'm getting a mature vibe from you.
Yeah, everyone always says I'm mature, and I hope that's a good thing. Who knows? Man, I think it just means I'm boring. But
I wouldn't go that far. I mean, we know that you're a musician.
Yes.
And so when you're not doing your acting gig, you're doing a lot of music stuff.
Yeah.
So your band is now defunct, but
Yeah.
but you're going out on your own, and you've gotten a lot of music done on your own.
Yeah.
Has some of what you've been experiencing, maybe even shooting 90210, kind of helped you come up with some more
Material and
yeah.
stuff? Sure. Just being busy and being creatively productive, working on a show, it just gets your energy going, your juices flowing, and so songs will come out of that and stuff, which
probably
is
puts
good.
you into some new situations that you wouldn't normally get into?
Yes, exactly. And yeah, there's plenty of interesting material to come from that. And I've been working on my 90210 theme song cover, and it's great. It's coming along great. I'm going to open
Well,
with
we
it
expect
at gigs.
to get a first listen at the source.
It's actually just hummed. I just hum it. I just set the guitar down. I put the piano away.
Maybe a little tambo.
Yeah. With a little tambo.
Yeah.
It's going to be really exciting. I know it seems like not much, but it's really going to be very groundbreaking.
No, it sounds good.
Yeah, thanks. It's kind of Prince influenced, little Bowie kind of thing.
Well, Ed Westwick from Gossip Girl also has a band. I'm sure that you've heard. Is there any possibility that we might have a battle of the CW Stars bands? Because I, for one, would pay to see that.
That would be amazing. I would love to see that. I think I've never heard his music. Isn't it kind of rock and roll?
Sure, yeah,
Right?
the
It's
Filthy
loud
Youth.
rock- yeah, that's got to be rock and roll. I love writing rock songs and like hard stuff on electric guitar, but where I'm at now is kind of more acoustic-ish.
Okay.
So they would probably like eat my band right now, because we'd be like singing sweetly about a girl, and they'd be like, "Ah, goosh," and like break an electric guitar over my head or something, because rock and roll just has more ass kicking than folk rock. But I love to rock out too. I would love to face off against Ed's band.
But also think that, like the sensitive rocker types get a lot of the girls, especially
True.
after maybe getting pummeled with
They might be scaring girls
electric
off.
guitar.
Yeah, with their loudness, and then I'll be pulling them in with the sensitive.
Exactly.
Yes.
I like that.
Just one tier, slowly as I play, and then just
You just
girl
carry
central.
some Visine drops with you at all times.
Exactly. This next song's really emotional for me. And then that'd be great.
Well, that's great. Ryan, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thanks
We
a
really
lot.
appreciate it.
Absolutely.
You can catch more interviews at cwsource.tv.